Come back today, y'all, with another video. I'm not really showing you guys how I'm preparing or how to cook anything. I'm just recording and showing you guys what I'm preparing tonight for dinner, which is only going to be something real small and simple. It's going to be some barbecue ribs. I'm actually going to do some lima beans with ham hocks in it, and some cornbread muffins is what I'm going to be preparing. So I'm not really showing you guys how to fix anything. I'm just recording as I prepare dinner for my family and I tonight. So stay tuned in, and I'm just gonna keep you guys on record, just give you a little footage, a little content, because I haven't been recording lately. So stay right there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have my pot here. I'm actually going to let me go ahead and turn my stove on medium so they can be getting hot. I have two ham hocks. I couldn't think of the name of it. I'm going to wash these off. They was frozen. I'm going to wash these off. I'm going to put them on, let them cook, and season my water real good for my lima beans. And I'll just show you guys. It's just two small ham hocks. I'm going to let them cook off the bone, and then we'll break it up in our beans. So stay tuned in. I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's been a little cloudy where I live at, so kind of been in the house all day long. All day. Just relaxing. Turn around. Stop it and turn around. And I was always told that the way you can really tell if your ham hocks are tender or tough, you look at the color of them. If they have a light color like this, the lighter they are, the tender they are. So that's what I had the old lady to tell me. So that's what I always go by. I'm just rinsing these off real good, y'all. Rinse them off really good. Wash them off real good. And I have my ribs. I'm going to rinse them off really good. Let me put this on, and then we can do our ribs. Nothing major. And I'm actually going to season these ham hocks. And I'll show you how I do that. What all I put in there. Just to give it a little flavor. So let's turn that off. Okay. Let's put this on the stove. And turn you guys back around. This way. So you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I have this on like a medium heat. What I'm actually going to do is, so that I can go ahead and start, get a boil on it, I'll turn it on 7. I'll put a lid on it and let it start to boil, and then I'll add my seasonings in on it. Let me find my lid for it. Yeah. Lid on it, let it boil, and then I can show you how to season it, just in case you decide to try this recipe. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is get my ribs out. only have 2 packs of ribs here. These are finger spare ribs is what I'm going to be preparing. So let me wash these off. And I'll show you how I season that. Give that the pack, y'all. In there, clean them off real good. You know what I actually want to do is let these sit in some salty water with a little bit of vinegar in it. That's how I like to clean my meat, so I think that's what I do. Let me get my bowl. We'll have to sit this in there for at least 30 minutes, and then I'll bring you guys back and we'll get ready to season them. Okay, you guys, when I'm back, so my ham hocks have a little boil going on with them, so that's exactly what I wanted. And at this point, what I'm going to do now is add my seasonings in there, just to bring it a little more flavor. You know, oh God. A smoked meat is very, I take my breath. It's got a very distinct taste to it, so it's got a smoked flavor to it. So I just want my, when I add my beans in there, to have a good flavor to it. And if you can see this foam, let me show you this. It's got like a little foam in it. I don't want that in there, so I'm going to remove that foam out of there. It may not mean nothing, but I just don't want it in there, so let me set you guys up. That foam. Okay, so let's add our seasonings in. Won't be that much, just a little salt, pepper, start out with that much, a little bit at a time, and then you can always taste it and see if you need to add anything else. I want a little complete seasoning. I have some complete seasoning here. I'm going to put in here. I love this seasoning. So you have to always keep some on standby, so stay ready. Stay ready. Let's get this top off of here. pepper, black pepper, because I want my beans to be very tasty, or tasteful, good taste to it. I'm just going to add just a little bit at this time, because if I come back, and I'm going to come back and test it, try it out and see how it tastes. And if I see where I need to maybe add some more seasoning, then that's what I do. Or if it's too salty, add some water to it. And a couple of tablespoons of this here. And this is see, some good seasoning. It is salty, you can't use too much of it. Let's start out with this one. So just start out with that. And put pepper in there. And we're gonna let this boil. I am gonna add an onion in, but I'm going to do that whenever right before I get ready to add my beans. Because once I add my beans in, then they have to cook for about an hour. And I don't want the onion to be, cooked away. So I'll add my onion right before I get ready to add my beans in. So we're going to let this boil for a couple of hours, or until the meat is very tender to the point where it's falling off the bone. And then I'm going to season it. It's kind of strong. I was taking my breath. Then I'm going to have my oven on 325. I'm going to slow cook my ribs. I got them soaking in some salty vinegar water. I'm going to pour that off and bring you guys back. Bring you guys back whenever I get ready to do that part. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, when we're back. So at this point here, what I'm getting ready to do, like I said, I have my ham hocks on. I have seasoned them. They're cooking. I have them turned down on like a medium low, because they're going to cook for about 2 hours until they fall off the bone. And now what I'm going to get ready to do is, I have my oven on 325. I'm going to season my ribs and put them in the oven. So that's what we're doing at this point. And let's see. Just like I always tell you guys, use your favorite seasonings. Whatever you like for your food to taste like. Of course, I got my garlic powder here. I got some onion powder. I have some seasoning. I have my black pepper. And it's almost like you create a dry rub and just put it on there. I could put everything in a bowl and put it on, but I'm just going to sprinkle it on today. I'm not going through all of that. Okay, so just take it. What I do is just season it really good. It looks like a lot is coming out, but it's small holes. You can see, so it's not a lot that's coming out. You just season it to however much you want to put on, or however less you want to put on. Now this flows a little better than that garlic powder, so. And you're gonna flip these over and season it on both sides. So just be mindful of that. I don't know why this. I'm gonna break it up. Sometimes we get. Just put your seasonings on there. I think I showed you guys a video where I did the brown sugar. I don't know if I'm gonna do the brown sugar today or not. Okay. some pepper. Just whatever you choose to put on your ribs, y'all. Make sure you got a good flavor to it, good and seasoned. And I think I'm gonna put some. I'm going to use my. I promise you, I'm running out of everything. That's why you always have to have a backup. And that's all of that. But I want to save this container and fill this back up because I like using it. It's convenient for me. So instead of using the big bottle, let me find it. I know I got some extra. And I got my. We're going to put a little bit of pepper. Finish putting the pepper on there. I'm going to be sneezing. Just give me just a second. Now I'll start sneezing, y'all. This pepper do it to me every time. Every time. Every time. I bet you say, why is she doing that on camera? Just because I love y'all. And I want y'all to see every little thing I do. Every little thing I do. I'm gonna share it with somebody. I'm gonna keep it to myself, y'all. Let's open this all the way up there. Feel a sneeze coming. Feel a sneeze coming. Let's put us some season. Oh, just a little bit of that on there. Oh, there it is. There it is. Let's see if that's the only sneeze I'm going to get out of that. So let's see. Finish filling this up. Okay. Let me get my. Turn these over so we can season the other side. Flip these over. It's got a little side to it, so I'm going to actually. These are kind of thick, so that's exactly why I'm going to slow cook them. I like for my food to be, especially my meats, to be very good and tender. Let's see. Let's put this on here. You don't have to put it in a certain particular order, just as long as you got it on there. Season them up real good. I should have put everything in a bowl, and in that way I could have just not have to pick up every thing and eat, do each one of them. Let's do this. And let's get us some pepper on this side. Y'all don't think I'm gonna do brown sugar today? Not today. Someone give me a glove. So I can rub it in. So I can rub the seasoning in really good. Just want to make sure it's all over. And if you can see it. onion in the bottom of your pan. Pick it up, put it on the meat. Simple as that. Making a mess, but clean it up. I actually want to cut up me an onion on this today in just a couple of seconds. Just want to make sure that it's seasoned all over. Still a lot of fat on it. I don't want that. You see that fat? I'm not going to eat that. Huh? You say what, Maya? Let's go ahead and get these in the oven so they can be cooking. I'm going to be in the stove all night long. So we got our seasonings all over. And next thing I want to do now is cut up an onion on this. And I'm going to stick it in the oven. Let's get our onion cut up on our ribs so we can put them in the oven. I'm gonna cut them up just like this, no particular way, y'all. Cut them up, spread them out. A particular way that you cut them up, at least not for me, they don't. Cut them up, spread them out, pull them apart, and spread them out. That's all you got to do, simple as that. It's nothing hard. Nothing hard. Got it all over the ribs. Okay. Push them out. I usually have like in layers. Okay, now I can't put these. Now the other day I showed you guys how I did my baked chicken, and it made a broth. But I don't know. I don't think that this is going to make a broth, so I'm going to pour just a little bit of water at the bottom, or some beef broth at the bottom, y'all. And cover them up and let them do what they do. Had some. can of beef broth, y'all. So that's what I'm gonna be putting at the bottom of this here. Let's get this opened up. Shake it up good. Okay. Let's see if it's gonna do right today. Let's see if that did it. Nope, that didn't open it. They better have it on there right. I can never get it right on the first try. Oh, I got it that time. So I'm gonna pour this at the bottom. These are gonna cook a while. Oh, yeah, so I want them good and tender. Okay, let's cover these up and let's get them in the oven. Stick them in the oven. I'll bring you guys back. Actually, I'm gonna poke a couple of holes in the top. What did I do with my knife? Just to give a little breathing room. Okay, just like that. In the oven, I'll bring you guys back and get ready to do the next step. Okay, you guys, so about an hour and a half, this is what my ribs look like. I still have a little juice, a little broth at the bottom. I'm gonna let them finish cooking. And then I'll bring it, when I get ready to put the barbecue sauce on it, I'll bring you guys back at that point. And these are my ham hocks. Now I tasted the gravy on it, it was a little salty, so what I had to do was add water to it. And I've got it to the taste that I desired. So I'm getting ready to cut an onion up on this, and then I get ready to put my beans in so they can, start cooking. And I'll bring you back at that point. Okay, you guys, let's cut our onion up on our ham hock so we can get ready to add in our beans. They're cooking up real nicely. This is a medium onion. Put it in there, and it'll disintegrate or cook up, cook down real good by the time that the beans get done. So let's see.
Do right now.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get my beans, y'all. Okay, these are pit sweet frozen baby green baby lima beans. Let me rinse this off, and then I bring it back when I get ready to put it in my pot. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and add our beans in. Um, I have my beans here. I've washed them off, rinsed them off in the cold water, so let's add them in. And we're gonna let them cook for about an hour. Man. Until they get, tender. So we got them in there. So. Let's see. I'll bring you guys back when I get ready to do the rest. Okay, you guys, so I've removed my ribs out of the oven. I shake to see how tender they are. They're very tender. And so what I'm going to do at this point, they're very, very tender. They still have a little broth at the bottom, which is fine. Because all I'm going to do now is, it's not much broth, so it's not enough where I need to remove it off of there. So, can you guys see that? It's just a little bit. All I'm going to do now is just pour my barbecue sauce on top. A homemade barbecue sauce. Let's just pour it on top. And then I'm going to stick it back in the oven, uncovered. I'll just let that sauce that's in the bottom just thicken up a little bit. Okay. Let me get my brush. Move the gas up a little bit, just a little bit. Let me stop you guys, I'll bring you right back. Okay, now back, I have my brush here. So all I'm going to do now is I pour my barbecue sauce on it. I'm just going to take it and just brush the sauce all over. I kind of want to have like a little glaze to it. Brush this on there, and I may have to pour a little bit more on there. They're very tender. I cooked them for 2 hours, and I think I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes, just to let that sauce stick to it. I kind of want that sauce to be stuck to it, so let me baste it again with the sauce. Just a little more sauce on it. Okay, I'm just going to stick them back in the oven. Got a little sauce at the bottom of the pan. Which is fine. It's just a little broth. Let's see if you guys can see what that looks like. Trying to get you guys a good view. There we go. Okay, so I'm sticking back in the oven. Uncovered for about 15-20 minutes, and now I'll bring it back out, show you what it looks like, covering back up, and then in the meantime I'll be waiting for my beans to finish cooking, my lima beans to finish cooking. And I still have it on 325. So now what I'm getting ready to do now is start my rice. See you guys back in a minute. Okay, you guys, and we are back. I'm getting ready to take my ribs out of the oven, and we're getting ready to make our cornbread muffins. Okay, I have my ribs out of the oven. Now I gotta turn my oven on 400 degrees for the muffins. 400, and I have my rice on cooking. The beans are still cooking, and we get ready to mix this up. So here it calls for just follow the directions on the box, which is a box of this, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk. Let me get my milk. Okay. Let me this in here. The only thing I'm going to add in this mixture that it does not call for is butter and sugar. No, we're not making a cake. It's just like that's just how I like to make my jiffy mix. I always add a little sugar in it, so. That's one box. Let's add our next box. You see what I'm doing? I can back you up a little bit. Okay, and that's 2 boxes. Here's my little, excuse me, y'all. I think 1 box makes anywhere from 3 to 8 muffins. So my pan here holds 12. So that's why I'm doing 2 boxes. Let's get these clumps out of it. And we're going to add our sugar in. I don't measure, I just pour. Okay. And you don't even have to add sugar if you don't want. You know, if you say you don't. Some people think that the Jiffy cornbread mixture is already sweet. But I like to add just a little bit more sugar to it. As I have done. You don't even have to add in. You don't have to add as much. You cook to the way you like things to taste. So. Okay. So next thing I want to do is add my egg and my milk. Okay, so this is milk that I had a few days ago that I didn't use, and it calls for 1/3 milk. I don't measure that either. I add milk until I can get it to the consistency that I like it. And let me get me a little container so I can mix my egg. Put a shell in there, y'all. Get that out of there. I don't want no muffins with no shells in them. boxes, 2 eggs. Come on, egg, I need you to bust open. Let me move this stuff out of the way first. Two eggs, 2 boxes, 2 eggs. And this baker don't have any shells in here, and we don't. This back, I'm gonna melt some butter. Things are cooking up nicely. Let's pour our egg in. Okay. Okay, so let's take a stick of butter. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of butter. Out of the oven. Add the milk in here. Probably gonna take all of this milk and a little more. You know what it is. Y'all. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Take it easy. Get us some more milk. I dropped my can opener the other day and it hasn't been doing right since, so let's try it again. We don't need too much more milk. I'm mixing up pretty good. Let's see if this is working. I think it is. Let's try this out again. I think I messed it up when I dropped it last week. I think that's all right. Struggling. I think that might have did it though. Let's see. Let's see what we got, y'all. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Just a little bit. I don't need much. I think that should do it. Now, if you don't know how to you know, just pour it in without measuring, just follow the directions on the box. But see, I know how much to add because I know the consistency that I like it at. So I don't know about the directions on the box. I think that should do it. Let's just get this mixed in really good. Make sure you got all of it. Make sure you got it down in the corners good. Nice and creamy. So this is my consistency there. This is exactly what I want. It's like perfect. Okay, so move this out of the way. And I'll pour this in my container. And now I can add my butter. Just cool it off some. Okay, and that was 3 tablespoons of butter. Let's mix that in. And then we're going to spray our pan. By the time these get done, the beans and the rice should be done. If not, it shouldn't be long. You have to just mix it slowly. Take your time. Cook with love. I always do. Pray over your food. Ask God to bless it. Remove all impurities out of it. Plead the blood of Jesus over it like I always do. Especially with so many different recalls on different things. Let's get this into the pan so we can get this in the oven. spray our pans. Good. This is baking joy, y'all. Now, the way you do this is you just take your spoon. The spoon I'm going to use is this. Try to even all of them out the same size. Okay. You know what I'll do? I think I'm going to pour this in my cup. And I can just look at it and measure it out that way. That'd be better. Just do it this way. Don't worry, I'm gonna get all of that there. All of that. It's got to go in there. Get us a spoon. Halfway. You don't fill it all the way up. You do it halfway. They are going to rise, so. Make your mess, just clean up after you finish. try to stay consistent with it. Let me rinse my hands off. Last little three, and we can put them in the oven. All of them about the same size. I don't have too big of a mess. I think all of them look about the same size. Some of them might have just a little bit more than the other one, but that's fine. As long as it's not all the way to the top, because you have to have room enough for it to rise. So I stick these in the 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown. And I'll bring you guys back once they're done. Okay, you guys, I've just taken the muffins out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. Some of them are a little bigger than the others because I had a little more in there, like I was telling you. So the muffins are done. I'm getting ready to take the beans. Let's see. All smoked up. Lima beans are done. Okay, and then we have our ribs over here. And they're nice and tender. Got a nice sauce on it. And we have a pot of rice. So we're getting ready to eat. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.